For printing, in the inventory module, we can use printer, standard size printer, or using post printer to print item information. In here, we will discuss 3 points. Printing using normal printer, and printing using post printer. And last point is we discuss how to perform export. Export of the raw data to the Excel. Here is how to perform printing in the inventory module. In here is the inventory module. If we want to print something, we come to here, print page. Now, if we are using standard size printer, A4 size printer, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 button is for us to using standard size printer, something like this. Okay. Now, to print, for example, one item, this item only, I can using this single print, single item. Of course, in here the title I can change. Change to the title I want to change. In here I change the title to ABC. Then I continue. You can see that your single item printing with the title we have changed, and single item information in here. Okay. To do the printing on this page, just close this window and answer yes, and you select your printer where you want it to print to. Okay, this is how we print single item. As for print number 2 and number 3 is the same function, except different is if print this one page from the cursor, you set wherever you set the cursor, then it will print one page from here onward to below. Okay, so print one page from the cursor. Title you can change, continue, then you see that one page in here, finish only a few items. Close this page. If you want to print, send to the printer, just say yes, and you can send to the printer. Now for the third print function, print all from the cursor. If you set your cursor right here, you click this one, it will do same as this one. However, if you want to print all items, for example, I go to the top, print all from the cursor. So all item 389 items will be printed in here. Left click, change your title if you have to, continue, and you can see that in here we have about 12 page. We have about 12 page. So this is what the function of print all item from the cursor. If you really want to print all this page, 12 page, close this window, say yes, and send it to the printer. The last function for standard size printer is this one. Left click this button, then information on this file field will be printed. So left click, change your title if you have to, continue, then you can see that information of the file field printed only. This is a print the summary report of the inventory module. Yes for the printer, and then you send to your printer. However, if we only have post printer only, we do not have printer like this, we still can print information from this module by using this function. Left click this function, you can see that there are 8 formats already defined for us. First format, for example, barcode, name, barcode, and quantity. If we click go, left click the go, you can see that he will print item, barcode, and the quantity for us. Okay, so this is the predefined format for printer of the post printer. If you want to print, just print in here. Let's do another example. Left click this button, summary below. Okay, left click go, then you have your file item printed in this format. Printed in this format. This is the function we call report writer. To print our inventory information into a post printer. Okay, let's come to here again. Left click. Okay, there are more things we can do with this report writer module. Besides this 8 format is already predefined for us, we can define our column and then we can print it in the format we like it to print. For example, I want to define a new report only called name and quantity only. Name and quantity only. There are none in here. So in this case, I will need to create my own report format before I can print. To do that, just left click this button, RPWR, then system will went further into an advanced module, where we can define our field. Here we call report writer. Okay, there are no report now. We can create our own report by left click news. Yes. Okay, and the report being created, this is a report format. I call it my name and quantity. Okay, this is my report name. Okay, next I will need to define for this report what column need to be printed. To define column, left click this define here. In here are the column we can put inside our printing. For example, I want the name, so in this column or sequence, name will be printed as the first column. Okay, and then the second one will be the current quantity printed as the second column. Okay, all I need is two columns. So if after I define, I hit the bottom, I can see that my name will be printed on the first column and my current quantity will be printed on the second column. Next, we need to pay attention on this the print length of each column. For example, in this name it will print 50 characters, but since our post printer only consists maximum of 40 characters per line, so we need to compromise on this. In here, I will ask system to print only 25 characters from the name, and then the rest of 15 will be the quantity. So I compromise the printing length by defining print length for the name and print length for the current quantity. Now after that, we just exit. After we do the define, now this particular report is ready to be used again and again. There are three functions, three printing functions in here that we can use. Now the first function we can use is to print as text. Just left click this text, then you can see that the format for the post printer is ready. Then we can directly print to the post printer. Look like this. All item 390 something item can be printed into the post printer. Just left click this print function. The second function is using this view report. What this will do is it will generate a report by using the two columns we have defined into a HTML form and preview in Internet Explorer. Okay, just left click here, then we wait for the process of generations. After he generates the format, then he will preview into the Internet Explorer. This is how we preview now. It's showing right here. Okay, it's still generating the report we want it to be generated, and just wait for it. Now you can see that the report being generated on two columns we have defined, name and current quantity. Name and current quantity. Let me small this down and come down to the bottom. You can see that 380 something item is being printed in this Internet Explorer. And if you want to print this, just using function of Internet Explorer to print. The last function is this one, which is some kind of export to Excel. We only export the column we have chosen. Export the column we have chosen. We can left click here, and then we're giving a file name. Giving a file name of our Excel in here. I put in my directory. Okay, export 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I just export to Excel by left click this button. Yes. Okay, you can also export to a standard FoxPro DBF by left click this button. So after export, we exit from here, and now we can open up the Excel and open the file. To open up the Excel file, just come to Excel and File, Open. I just enter my file name here, ID. Okay, export 1, 2, and 3. You see, export 1, 2, and 3. I open. You can see that two columns being exported to here, name field and current quantity field. This is the third function. Okay, let's create another report, and new again. Okay, so I name my report is ABCD. Only 4 fields will be reported in this field. Okay, then I define, I want the name as my first column. Okay, my sell price second column, my current quantity the third column, and then I want the barcode at my fourth column. Okay, and then I hit the button switch, then you can see the 4 column being divided in here, and we ready to create this report. To print this report in internet, left click this view report and wait for the process to be complete. Just wait for the process to complete, and then we can print the report inside the Internet Explorer. Now the Explorer pop up. Okay, we wait for the report to show up. Okay, after it show up, then we can do printing in here to any standard size printer. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column. Now it's ready to print. Okay, next is to export to Excel. Left click here, give it a file name, then we can open the thing in Excel. Export ABC. Okay, Excel. Yes. Okay, now we can open this format in Excel. To open in Excel, just go to the Excel. Okay, then I open. My file is ABC. Yeah, ABC Excel, open up. Then you can see that there are 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, and 4 columns. Whatever column we define will be exported in Excel. Come back. Okay, of course we can always print to text, print to text printer. This one can be a post printer or any standard text printer. Then it will look like this. 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, all items will be printed. Okay, to print, just print, exit from here, and then if we are done, just exit from here, it come back to here. Okay, up to here we have discussed about point number 1, how to print in standard size printer. Point number 2, report writer and export to Excel. And last point is how to export raw data to Excel. Come to the program here. To export raw data to Excel, I mean that we come to this module again, inventory information. Now, we want to export all columns as a raw data to Excel. So all columns being exported, just use this export function. Left click this export, give a file name. My file name is all data. No space, the file name, no space, all data, and then left click the Excel. Okay, after we do this function, we come to the Excel. Now we can open up the raw data Excel export. Open. My file name is all data right here. Open. And you can see that all columns being exported in here. This is raw data export. In this case, just expand the field. Okay, all data being exported, the whole table being exported to Excel. That's how we talk about this inventory printing. Inventory printing, we talk about print, report writer, and export.